Hey everybody, happy summer, but school is approaching quickly and I am joined with our awesome superintendent, Dr. Wayne Vickers. You are going to talk to us today about how we need to prevent the summer slide. So tell everybody what that is.
Well, the summer slide, we all work so hard, and in our community, the Alabaster City Schools and the City of Alabaster, our parents and students and teachers work so hard during the school year. And we all kind of, at the end of that year, we're like, okay, let's put everything away and we are ready to rest. And I get that because we feel the same way. But the summer reading and math loss is real, especially with the high standards and the things that we expect of our students right now and our children. So what we need to do is just remember as parents that we have to do something. And I know as a parent, a young parent with two sons, I remember one of my favorite teachers saying, hey, it doesn't have to be all this elaborate stuff. It just has to be making time during the week to do some academic work or allow your children to do some academic work and setting that little priority time for them. And that's something that our community's been great at.
Right.
Because we, after the pandemic, and of course we were very fortunate, we didn't see a lot of the tremendous loss. We actually had gains through a lot of what we did. But the summer's important.
Right.
I had two sons, and if I had not made time, and Pam, if we'd not made time to encourage Jordan and Will to read and to do some math work and do some academic work, well, they might not have done it.
Right. I would venture to say they probably would not have.
Yeah,
right?
They would not. They would have been on their Game Boy or doing their PlayStation or having all that. And we want our young students to have that downtime to rest and relax and recharge. But we also need to kind of load that bus as we're getting closer to the school year. August 10th will be here before we know it.
Yes, it will.
It's the first day for students. And we're excited, though, that with the ACS index that was provided and sent out to our parents, that we have some wonderful resources for our parents and students that are easy, things they know about, and that's something that we're excited they can go in and look at the different things that they've been working on all year. They can log in and do some of those activities. And what I'd like for our parents to do is just set aside time during the week. And if you set aside that time and give some goals, okay, we're going to do a couple hours of this math work, and then we're going to do a couple hours of reading, and this is a book that you have to read. Let's go ahead and get that done now. Let's go ahead and work on it during July, because today is the 14th. So we're almost halfway through the month of July, so we need to really work on that. And one of the things that when you look at all the research out there, summer learning loss affects every child. It's not just one group that might have summer learning loss. You can have a child that maybe struggled, but you could work with them all summer and they might be further along than when they ended last year.
Right.
If you have those times. The other thing is you may have a child that it was just sailing through first grade or second grade, and you feel like, well, there's no reason for us. They made super grades. They're top of their class. We're in great shape. But that summer learning slide will be there if the first time they start looking at things and use your I think there's some great ideas in there. Using your vacation time, using your time, and every family and every child has different parts of what they do and what they do well. But one thing that I've learned in Alabaster is our parents love their children.
Yes.
And they care about them. And I think that's across the board in our system. And I think by giving them the resources that are easily accessible, encouraging them to read, to do math skills, and have conversations about learning. That's something I think a lot of people don't understand. When I got home from school every day, that's one thing my mother, she asked me about my day. and she always asked me what I learned. Did you learn something new today? Is there something just interesting? And I knew then what she was doing is she was engaging me in letting me know that in her world, what I did in school was important.
Right.
It was important that, those victories, those small victories, or, hey, I made an A on a spelling test, or I didn't do well on the math test and I need some help. That conversation opened opportunities.
Right.
And our parents are wonderful at it. And we have so many positive things that are going on in Alabaster. There's so much to do.
There really is.
There's so much to do in
Yeah.
our community. And if we wanted to make it easy, I think the ACS Index is there. August 10th will be here before you know it. Also, I want to let our parents know that what's required of our children right now is pretty high level stuff. So, those standards are much higher. I know that when I have conversations with parents, like, oh my goodness, my kid's learning in 3rd grade what we learned in 5th grade.
Right.
And you're probably right. That's because I feel the same way. But that is a great thing in that our students are doing so well. When you look at the scores of our district over the past 10 years, and happy 10th birthday for Alabaster City Schools.
How
I had to throw
amazing is
in
that,
there.
right?
But when you look at our test scores, and one of the things that I'll be working with our PR department and curriculum instruction is telling the story of progress over 10 years. And it is startling and exciting when you see when we started, where we were academically, and where we are now.
Yeah.
And I will tell you that if every parent will take just some time to set aside their week and give them some time to work on reading and math, that will help us as a system move even further.
So let's talk about where we can find these resources. So you've got the ACS Index, which is there's so much great information on there from a parent perspective. Just like you said, it's things that they're already familiar with. If you've got an elementary student that's clever in Dreambox and they already know how to log on, and that's what's so great that the teachers have prepared them to do this. So if you're a mom that's like, I don't know where to start, like, well, do I just take them to the library? We got it for you right here on the index, right?
Exactly. And that's the other thing is the ACS Index, and was sent out to everyone, but it's also on our website. And we're also going to provide you some QR codes that you can put on the video that people could just take a picture and get it to their phone. And we want it to be easy because we know how busy it is. All you got to do is look at the ballparks.
Right.
All you got to do is look at the activity on the interstates and everything. It is a busy time of the year. And all we want is for us to take time to review skills. And here's the thing. I can remember my third grade teacher, and a shout out to Miss Pinion, a third grade teacher who was wonderful. And I remember we were introducing multiplication and division, and she had a real high expectation for every student. And I can remember that, I was really thinking I was going to be a Major League Baseball player or something at that time. So it wasn't really on my mind to really work on that. But I can remember her sending a note home with some activities. And just simple things that anyone could do for math and reading skills. And I can remember taking that time, my mom making sure, Dad said, hey, you need to, you got the baseball tournament coming up, but you're going to do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And I came back a better student, stronger than when I left 3rd grade. And my 4th grade year was phenomenal. Yeah. But it was because of that time that the teacher had, and that was just worksheets and other things that were sent home over the summer. Now we've got it where you click on it, you go to it, you log in, you've already got that. Let's go, let's get it done. And I think that's the difference over the past 10 years. Is I want to brag on our parents and our students and our teachers. Is there's a level of commitment that we know this is important. We know this is vital for our students to be competitive in this world. And summer learning loss, we do not need a student to go backwards or to be behind where they were last year. We need them to be ready and polished. And it is just like playing a sport. The more you practice, the better you are. Right. And the better you practice, the more you can accomplish. And this gives them skills that they'll go right into beginning of the year.
Absolutely.
And so I'm excited about what can happen. And we've got some great news coming out, I think, in the next few months that I think will be very surprising and happy. I'm not surprised, but I'll be very
Dr.
good
Vickers,
news. Oh, I can't say a word.
That is not
But
fair.
Yeah, I think there's some very exciting things that go on, and they're academic things.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of everything that we accomplish in our district. But I think sometimes people overlook the work that's been done academically in our community. And it's a compliment to everyone that's part of ACS, families, grandparents, people that make a difference in the lives of the children we serve. And our teachers have done a phenomenal job. So I'm very proud of that. And working with our administrative team, we're going to see some progress. And we're going to be there. It's a 10th year celebration. I think when we send out the 10 years of progress, I think people are going to be amazed at the difference that's been done.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of the work that's been done, but I'm real competitive, and until we get to a point where we're in the top 5 of districts, I know we're in the top 15 and top 12 and all that, but I still would like to see us on that upper echelon. And every kid matters that comes to our school. Every kid matters. And I think that approach has helped us achieve great things. And I'm so proud of the work that's being done. Our administrative team will be working to get things ready to go back. Our teachers will be back in the school before most of them are already there, training and doing other things. But this ACS family has been wonderful as part of my career. This starts my 34th year, and I've never been more proud to be part of an organization and a community than Alabaster.
I mean, I completely agree, and we are so thankful to have you, and your team is so amazing. If you haven't checked your email this summer, check it, because you've got a link straight to the ACS Index. You have got QR codes you can scan here. We are going to provide all that information to you, but let's really hammer it home these next 3-4 weeks that we've got.
That's right.
Just light a fire under those kids, get them going. It's going to be such a great school year, and we are so thankful for everything that you guys are doing to support us as parents, because we couldn't do it alone.
Well, it is, as we talked about when we had the pandemic learning work that we've done, that we were all kind of working together as a team. We were all part of the team, and we still are.
Yeah.
And that has been the difference maker. But I also want to encourage, we'll also send a code for the registration as well into that, so you can have that. I want to encourage all of our parents, the next couple of weeks, it's time to register, get the registration over with. It makes a big difference. Already having everything done, and any kind of problems would get worked out before August.
And it's quick and easy too. There's everything repopulates for the next child if you got more than one, so it's very quick and easy. So get it done.
It's exciting, and I just want to say, go Warriors! And this is a wonderful community, and we're going to continue. The next 10 years will be better than the last.
I'm ready for it, Dr. Vickers. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We appreciate your time today as well.